Hello, guys, and welcome today to our special little chat, chit chat. It's been a while, and I've been busy, and a lot of things be coming up, and man, got to live, man. There's a lot to take care of, and I have not had the time as much as I used to because of family commitments and other things. But I promised myself that I must find a time to say a few words to my fellow ex-seminarians and religious. It is really important that we understand that we are in this together, regardless of the fact that maybe I am not here to offer you millions to rebuild your life, or I'm not here to promise you bread and butter, or maybe anything concrete in terms of financial help towards your upkeep or towards your well-being. That doesn't remove the fact that I genuinely care about you, and I genuinely wish that you progress, that you move on with your life, and that you live a fabulous, successful life. The rest of the time you have here in this life on earth. It is very important that we keep talking about this, and we keep motivating each other, we keep reminding each other, we keep supporting each other in terms of morale, in terms of psychological help, in terms of therapy, in terms of rehabilitation, whichever way, every little help, every little contribution towards your well-being, towards your moving ahead, towards your progressing, towards your success means a lot. And it should mean a lot to you too. Today I just want to have a few to discuss about a few points I feel that you might need in terms of sorting yourself out, in terms of moving on. You might say this is not, it doesn't concern you, or it doesn't really help you in any way. If you have made a move, if you have already picked up your life, picked up your pieces, and you got your acts together, bravo, that is all we wish for. But if you are still in dilemma, at a crossroad, if you are still at a place, a low place in your life after being withdrawn from the active formation system, if you are still struggling to find your bearing, then I think it is very important that we keep encouraging each other. One of the challenges you will face as an ex-seminarian, maybe you might have faced it before and you have sorted it or you are still struggling with it, or you have found a better way of working around it, is not knowing what to do with yourself. That is a recurrent theme in the life of an ex-seminarian or an ex-religious. You have spent a large chunk of your life in a regulated environment. You have spent many years of your growing up years in the formation system where everything is regulated for you. You have the program from the rising in the morning till the lights out at night. Everything planned out for you, including what you will eat, when you will sleep, and when you go to church, when you come back from church, when you go for prayers, when you come back, when you go for this activity, or when you come back. Everything is planned out for you. And so now you have no rules and regulations, no program marked out for you to follow. So it becomes an issue for some people. They don't know what to do with their lives, what to do, where to go from here. You are not alone. In fact, it happens to everyone that left not only a regulated life like the religious or in the formation house and the seminaries, even in some career. Some people, when they change career, when they stopped working at a particular place or a particular profession, they just don't know what to do with their lives, with their time. Some people as well, when they retire, they don't know what to do with their lives. So you are not alone. So it happens pretty much at different stages in our lives. And as an ex-seminarian, as an ex-religious, it has happened a bit maybe earlier than you expected or earlier than you anticipated. Well, I just want you to understand something, that you are not alone. And it has happened to so many people. When you find yourself in a situation like this, one thing you have to understand these days, there is no particular way of living a life. Life has no manual. Life has no manuscript. Your life follows what you write down for yourself. Now you are outside the regulated life. Your life becomes what you write down for yourself, the rules you write down for yourself, the principles you adopt for yourself, the policies you practice, the changes you make. It is about autobiography, writing about your life. So you have to understand that there is no particular way of living a life. You can follow any way you are comfortable with. It is okay. It is pretty much normal to live according to how you fit, you are comfortable with. So do not feel that maybe you don't get to wake up early in the morning again, as early as 5 o'clock or 5:30 or 6 o'clock or whatever time it is. Okay? Do not think that you are useless. I remember during my own time when I left, some days I just feel so useless. Aubrey, could you just leave me? Okay? Sometimes you just feel pretty useless. From morning till night, you just feel like you are so unproductive. You just feel like you're missing something. You just feel like you are a fish out of the water. You know, you just feel like you had a bell ring in the morning while you are sleeping. You just feel like you had a bell ring in your head. You just wake up and then you just realize, oh my God, you are outside the four walls of the seminary or the religious houses. And then you just feel, oh God, what am I going to do with myself today? I want you to understand that it is normal. It is pretty much normal. It happened to me. And I believe it happens to many of us. Many ex-seminarians and many religious also suffered the same thing. So what you need to do is to acknowledge that there is no manuscript for living. Life has no warranty. Life comes with no manuscript, no manual to follow, no instruction to follow. So understand and be comfortable with it. Be comfortable with yourself that you wake up this morning and there is no bell regulating your life. There is no timetable to follow. There is nothing to follow. But what you want to do today is what you're going to do, what's going to happen in your life. Be comfortable with it. Okay? Just accept it. Yeah, this is me. Like, I am the driver now. I am driving my life, and if I want it to crash, it will crash. If I want to drive well, I will drive well. So you have to acknowledge that you are in full control of your life. Let it sink as long as it will take. But also understand that life hasn't got manual or where to follow or direction or instruction. But also understand that life waits for no one. So life keeps moving. It's like a moving train. You have to join the train, or you get off. Or whichever decision you have taken, life is moving. And you got to understand that. Okay? Aubrey, I need you to just give me a couple of minutes, okay? Life hasn't got manual of prayer. You don't have to follow any routine. You have to make your own routine. So do what you feel comfortable with, but also think about something that will be productive. Try to invest your time wisely. Time is a hard currency here. Everyone hasn't got it. Some people have money, but they don't have time. Some people have time, but they don't have money. But time is money. So if you have time, you have money. So treat your time as a currency that you need to spend wisely. Think about what you do with that your time you have. Think about something that will help you to move you forward, to move you closer to your dream. Of course, by now you must have thought about it, set another set of goals for you. You have to, reset your priorities. When you were in the seminary, when you were in the religious life, you had your priorities. Maybe if you became a priest, if you were ordained, the next thing will be to target towards becoming, an assistant. Or maybe teaching in the seminary, or having a teaching appointment, or furthering your studies, or working in different fields. God knows what you have in mind. And then after that, then you follow up with maybe buying a car, building a house in your family. I don't know why it is. Or maybe traveling overseas. I don't know why it is. Your priorities were when you were in the seminary. But now you are out of the system. You have to, as a matter of urgency, sit down, talk to yourself, set another priorities for you. A priority or list of priorities outside your life as a seminarian, as a religious. If you fail to plan, you have already planned to fail. You really need to have actions mapped out for yourself. What are the goals you set for yourself as an ex-seminarian, as a normal man. Now you're a normal man, or you're a normal woman. So there are some expectations that you don't expect anymore. You don't have them anymore. Like having people address you as brother or semi or sister or whatever it is. Just shun it. When people call me semi, I normally remind them, consciously remind them, sorry, I am no longer semi. I am Ifani, Vincent. If you want to call me Vasco da Gama, that's pretty acceptable. But semi, brother, whatever, no, I am not. Stop calling me that. If you want to respect me, don't address me as father, semi, brother. No. Call me by my name. Call me by my name, Ifani, Vincent, Vasco da Gama. Those are acceptable. Call me, yeah. Because I need to be realistic. Start telling yourself that this is my new normal. So you have to recalibrate yourself. Recalibrate your expectation. I do see some people, when they were withdrawn, when they are expelled or withdrawn or have withdrawn themselves from the seminary or from the active religious life, I do see some people going back to where they've done their apostolic work or missionary work or interdiocesan apostolic work or whatever. Why? What for? Why are you going back there? No, you don't get it. You were there as a missionary under the auspices of Catholic Church, as a seminarian, as a sister, as a religious, as a missionary. But now you have been taking away that responsibility, that acronym. You don't need to go back there. If you have met friends that you feel that are quite helpful to towards achieving your new set of goals. Well, that's okay. You can go and visit the person. You can call the person on the phone. You can have relationship with the person's friend or whatever it is. I do see some people, some ex-seminarians, going back to marry maybe someone they met during apostolic work. Well, some people do that. That's okay. For me, I don't think it is a bad thing or a good thing. For me, it's okay. That's a preference. That's what they decided. So it is okay. As long as they are comfortable with it, it is totally acceptable. It is okay. So if you feel you need to go back and continue a relation, strike up a relationship with a lady, with a man, with a whatever, that's okay. As long as you're comfortable with it, that is okay. But if you are going back for people to keep running around for you, addressing you as brother, and you're sucking it up, you are harming yourself. You are harming yourself. You haven't got the time to be moving around, visiting your old apostolic places, apostolic workplaces, and keep living in that dream, that bubble. No, you don't have that time. Move on. If you feel that you've met people who can help you in your life to move forward in your new life as a normal man, that is totally acceptable. You can still maintain your relationship with them. But remember, time is money. Whatever action you decide to take, you are spending your hard-earned time, your hard currency, time. Don't think you will have this time forever. So the earlier you use your time productively, the better for you. Right. Another thing is, last time I talked about the need to move away if you can. The essence of moving away is to erase all negativity that will affect your life. Toxic environment affects us a lot. Actually, when you see someone who have traveled to Europe or Western world or America or wherever, Canada, Australia, wherever, when they come back, when they spend some time and come back, you will know the difference because of the texture and the color of their skin, because they have changed the environment, and that environment, that will appear, that it will reflect in their appearance. Now, if you keep on operating in that circle of that environment, that atmosphere where you were known as a brother, and now you are no longer a brother, a seminarian or a sister or whatever, there will be a lot of negativity attached. Negative influences, people looking at you negatively, people, some people despising you, some people reacting differently to you, all those negative, not necessarily bad reaction, not necessarily because people are bad. No, negativity doesn't mean bad or wrong or evil. No. Negative energy is very important sometimes because they help to balance the positive energy. But knowing when a negative energy is needed around you is very important. If you have anyone discouraging you, anyone telling you something that makes you sad, anyone that, that whenever you see the person or whatever the person says you makes your life hell, is a negative energy. is a negative influence. Anyone that you see and you react with the negative emotions of hate, anger, disappointment, discouragement, resentment, those are negative energies, negative emotions. So anyone that you see and your reaction tends towards negative emotions, then know that that person constitutes a negative energy towards you. It doesn't really mean that that person is bad. No. It means that your energy, the person's energy, is affecting you in a negative way. And that is not what you really wanted. Unlike a situation where maybe someone died and people are crying, and the atmosphere is about intense grief, intense agony, intense depression, not depressed, yeah, but lost, and then, but you are in a good spirit, and you start laughing at that time in that environment. Now that is, you are bringing a positive energy in a negative environment. Now that will translate as you don't care, you are uncaring, you are apathetic, you are unsympathetic, and you are apathetic. You are pathetic. So in that environment, negative energy is very okay, because you got to show your emotion, identify with the grieving community that you are in. But in a normal circumstance, you want to be happy, you want to progress, you want positive energy. And so if you see yourself in an environment where you don't have these positive energies, positive emotions, and you see something, somebody, whatever that reminds you, that brings out the negative reaction from you, it is a negative energy. If you can avoid that, avoid it. Don't treat it as an evil, but treat it as something that is not good for me. After all, wine is good, alcohol is good, but it's not all the time that it is good. There are some times alcohol is very nice, but there are some other times that alcohol is a no. Right? Good. So treat it like that. Treat that source of energy like that this is not what I need at this time. What you need is an environment that will bring out the best of positive energy and emotion in you, so that it will help you to think straight, help you to plan, help you to rehabilitate your life and move forward. So try to erase any negativity around you. If possible, if you can afford it, change environment. That is the best way to erase negative energy around you. Right. And then try and be mindful of the vocabularies you use. It makes a whole lot of difference. Stop using I can't, I don't, I won't, not, can't, don't, like, I don't do this, I can't do this, I can't help it, I can't stop. If you can, concentrate on I can do attitude. It helps. I can I can do this. I can succeed. I can move on. I can achieve this. I can do this. I can change my life around. I can find meaning in life. I can move forward. I can move on. The positive vocabularies can help to move you on, help to motivate you into calling you to take actions. But negative vocabularies take away, erode your sense of confidence, your self-esteem, erodes your possibility, your potentials. So if you can adopt the positive vocabularies, be mindful of the vocabularies you use. Stop identifying with people who use negative vocabularies. The people that complain and moan and don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like. Well, this is life. Life is not that about. If you really understand about life and what you are in the bigger picture, you will totally understand that life doesn't really care much about you. Nature doesn't really care much about you. Nature has got to take its course, irrespective of what you think, how you feel. So you're going to have to understand all this. You're going to have to understand that life must carry on. Life has to go on, regardless of whether you're ready or not. The train is moving, time is ticking, you have to follow or you are dropped off. You have to understand that. It is very important at this juncture. Good. Another way you can help yourself is just start a little. I don't know your circumstances. I don't know how you dropped out. I don't know whether you were expelled. I don't know what happened, what transpired that led to your expulsion, that led to your withdrawal. I don't know. Whatever it is, life doesn't really care about it. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry about that. I do care, but life doesn't. Unfortunately, I don't have life. I don't have to decide who got to live and who doesn't have to live. I am not nature. I am not Mother Nature. I'm not God. So, if you feel angry about your whole situation, remember that only you can change it. You can say, you know what? I think I have to accept my situation and I have to move on. I have to count my blessings and be grateful for what I have. If you still got life, if you still got good health, you're still wealthy, you're still rich. Take it from me. It might not make any meaning to you now, but I believe you me, if you are suffering any ill health, any chronic ill health, or any serious ill health, you will see clearer. You see clearer that, well, if you really have good health, you have everything you need. Every other things that are attached to life are just ephemeral. They are ephemerals. They are accidentals. They're not substantial. Any other thing you lose, aside your life, any other thing you lose, you can regain. But if you lose your life, it's gone. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if you lose this life, you're going to another life. Of course, I believe that you are going to another life. But whatever it is, I don't know because I've not been there. But all I know is if you lose this life you have now, this time you have now, you're not going to get it back. But any other thing, you can get it back. Take it from me. I have to drink to that because I still got life. So, my dear, sit down, take stock of the good things you still have. Have you still got your life? Be grateful for that. Have you still got all your senses working? Be grateful for that. Are you still moving around unrestricted, untrammeled, unhindered? Be grateful for that. Do you still got your parents? Although they are very angry with you, be grateful for that. Have you still got your family around you, supporting you? Be grateful for that. Even if you still got your family, but they are not supportive of your line of action, or they don't like the circumstance you found yourself as an ex-Seminarian, that's all right. Be grateful for that. So pretty much, what I want you to understand is this: count your blessings. Stop counting what you've lost. You could lose more. It could be worse. So stop counting maybe the losses. You were expelled, whatever be the circumstances it is. The circumstances of your expulsion, whatever surrounded it. That's all right. Stop pining on them. Stop wasting your time, your energy. It is not helpful. What is helpful for you is to sit down, take stock of the good things you still have, and be grateful for that. Because you got only one life, and you got your time. Your time is a hard-earned currency. Nobody buys time, but you can buy any other thing. If you have time, you can get anything you want. You can get anything you want, and even more. Or if you don't have time, wow, you don't have time, and you can't buy time. You can't bribe time, because when the time is up for you, it is pretty much over. So, my dear, that's all right. It's not gonna be like this forever. It's gonna get easier. So that's fine. That's all right. Do what you feel that makes you happy. Do anything that makes you happy. Remember, life has got no manual. Life has got no warranty. If you can live every day as it comes, take time, plan your life, take little steps, and keep progressing, and you'll get there in recorded time. Thank you so much, and God bless.